Hello, hello. How's everyone doing tonight? See, we've got a couple people here. I was a little bit late getting things up because I stayed at work late today, so hopefully it's not too last minute for everyone. I learned from my mistakes last time, and I have brought a craft to the party that I have already started because last time I got like the starting stitch done of my project and that was it. It was too much to try and get something started and read the chat. So, hi Van, hi Marissa. I missed you. Thank you. I missed you guys too. Like I was debating on going live actually earlier in the week and I was like, "No, I'll stick with the regular Friday." And let me tell you, it has been a day. It has been a very big stressful day. So I'm like full grandma mode. I've got like my big giant cardigan on and like my knitting and my chamomile tea. So I am fully prepared for grandma mode today. I am just like over the day. Hi, pause. Oh, you can refer to me as Michelle. This is my mom's account. Okay, I'll try and remember that because I recognize your username, so I will try and remember that you are Michelle. I've had a day too. Oh my gosh. Just wild today. Like I don't want to get into it because so much of it has to do with like worldly events, but like someone got shot in my town today. So like that was interesting. Wasn't expecting that, but I honestly I haven't heard much about it. I don't know if they're okay or not, but it's just been a wild day. It's been a real wild day. How's everyone's Friday going so far? Friday evening. I basically came home from work. I ate McDonald's because I wanted to eat something before I came on, and I really wanted to come on stream because I always have fun when we do this. I always find it relaxing, and like I said a million times already, it's been a day. Does anyone have any plans for the weekend? I think I'm probably going to film like the first episode of our Not Along. Actually, that was something I meant to do before I got on here was actually check where that poll was sitting. Did you just start the stream? Yes, I did just start the stream. So there's still people joining in, it looks like. And I posted it kind of late because like normally I'd like to give like at least an hour's notice. Where am I going right now? I am trying to get to my community page. But I got home too late. I'm glad I'm home from my 8-hour shift and tripping over my feet when I was going up a set of stairs. Oh, that's always the worst. I was supposed to be an 8-hour shift, and then we got into meetings, and I ended up having to have like a policy submitted by the end of the day. So I did like almost 10 hours, and it's just a lot. Hi, Kevin. I think the last stream, it was your birthday and you were going fishing, if I remember correctly. If that is the same Kevin, I hope you had a good time. Pause gaming, you're hoping to go to the beach. We've already had frost and everything here. We haven't had snow yet. There's been snow within the province, but we haven't had snow here yet. So definitely too cold for the beach here. Thankfully, I just got home. Perfect timing. Yes, Amanda. Perfect timing indeed. I love watching your streams. Thank you. Last time we went really long. I don't think we're going to do like 2 hours like we did last time, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm okay. I'm okay. I think that's supposed to say though, but I mean, tough works too. I just stubbed my toes. Fair enough. You know what? I don't trip going up the stairs a lot, but at my mom's house, when I go visit there, she has carpeted stairs. And if I have socks on, I fall at her house down the stairs at least once a visit. And then I'm like walking around like an old lady hunched over for like the next 2 weeks because I've bruised my back. Ooh, I don't know what I was expecting. I'm just looking at the poll for the nod along, and right now the pumpkin pattern is like way in the lead. So I think I might do the like first video on that tomorrow. I'm not feeling up to filming anything tonight. I might edit a video tonight. I haven't posted a video yet this week, but there is one coming. I've just been not feeling up to editing it. So does anyone else have anything interesting planned for the weekend? I am planning on staying home. That's about peak excitement for me this weekend. Also, I'm not making anything interesting. I'm trying to use up wool because I've been given so much wool and I have so much just stuff in my inventory that I'm trying to get rid of it. And someone gave me this giant ball of like cotton yarn, but it's not really a colorway that I would wear as like a shirt or anything. So I'm just making like a bajillion dishcloths with it because that's exciting in my adult life. You know the feeling? Mm. So how is the weather where all of you are? I'm not sure. Is my chat frozen or are you guys just not chatty tonight? Oh, I'm about to unplug things. There we go. Oh, I have lost my chat. Where did it go? There we go. It's warm and sunny. Oh, I wish. I wish so much. It's getting colder and colder here. What was the longest time you've worn a bracelet for? The longest time I've worn a bracelet for was almost 1 year. It came off last Thursday at my first school volleyball game. I used to when I first started making bracelets, I used to wear them until they fell off. I think the longest was around a year, but they were looking pretty gnarly at that point. Otherwise, like now I don't wear bracelets for very long, just in general, because was it a live stream that we talked about it or was it in something else? Anyways, with everything that's going on, all the cleaning and sanitizing we're doing and everything, it basically just like the bracelets just sit wet on my wrist for most of the day and they irritate my skin. So I don't really wear them for very long anymore. I wear them for maybe like a week and then I get frustrated with my wrist just being like wet and soggy. So it's starting to feel like fall here. Oh, we're full blown fall here. Full blown fall. We've seen frost. It's like I think it's getting colder than 0 overnight. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw snow here in the next week or two. You know, BC, the rain. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. The rain and just the humidity, depending on where you are in BC. I remember I've been out to the island once and oh my gosh, like even once you like dry your clothes like through the dryer, you pull them out and they still kind of feel damp. It's weird. I keep a wristband on for like 3 years. Now, do you keep it on and never take it off, or do you like take it off and you just like wear it every single day? But do you take it off to like shower and stuff? You kept a wristband on for like 3 years. Yeah, I got to like the year point, it was starting to fall apart, so I actually just like tore it, and I think that's the longest I've worn one. And that was my first ever like candy stripe, I think. I had to defrost my windshield a little this morning so I could go to work. Yeah, I am lucky enough the apartment I have has underground parking. So I don't have that yet. It'll be when we get the actual snow and like leaving work that I'll have to break the snow brush out. But I know some of my coworkers were complaining they had to like scrape their windshields and stuff. And winter is coming. Ooh, you went to Victoria? I went to Vancouver Island out to Bowser, BC. I make rainbow loom bracelets. That's so cool. That was one I couldn't really get into. Like I made a couple with a small set, but I never really got hugely on board with that one. But I know they were so popular, and I know a bunch of people who do make them. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that was work for a second. I was like, I better answer this. It's not important, though. No, I quite literally left it on and just cleaned the skin by moving it on my wrist, like, once a week. Okay, so you, like, actually left it on. I would do the same thing too, but right now, just with cleaning and stuff, that doesn't really work. Zaria, I hope that's how I pronounce your name. Can I please get a shout out? Sure, shout out to Zaria. What up, what up? Hope you're having a good Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. Otherwise, yeah, I plan to honestly, I'm just feeling kinda after this week, I'm kind of feeling mentally drained, so I don't even know if I'm going to record a lot this weekend. I may just, like, veg out and read a book this weekend, to be honest. I got a bunch on my shelf I haven't read yet, so them are good for wash your hands. Yeah, they'd be a lot better for washing your hands because, they're just like plastic rubber elastic, so they don't really retain anything. Zaria, thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Um, I never got into the rainbow looms. That was one I never got into. And I think it's probably because I was already like really deep into friendship bracelets at that point, and I just really liked the aesthetic of the friendship bracelets and never really got into the aesthetic of rainbow loom. But I know they're a lot more attainable. A lot more people find them easy to do compared to like an alpha, even though they use in a lot of cases that kind of graph pattern. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Anyone else have plans for the weekend? I debated. Oh, I actually do have plans for the weekend. I forgot. I'm going bowling and laser tagging tomorrow. I haven't been laser tagging in years, and the last time I tried, I really, really sucked at it. But it was like 8 years ago, so here's hoping I'm better at it now. Lee says, "Hey, hey, Lee, how's it going? Hope you are also having a good Friday. Not Good Fridays and like Easter, but like a good day of the week, you know?" Yeah, tomorrow I'm going bowling. I enjoy bowling. I don't go a lot, but I'm going with a bunch of friends tomorrow because it's someone's birthday. And then we're going to laser tag, and I'm probably going to fail at that. So I don't know if I'm going to actually laser tag. I may just play in the arcade while they laser tag because I'm not good at it. Zaria, I'm glad it's Friday. Me too. This week seems to have dragged by. Like, am I the only one, or was this week just like miserably slow? Miserably slow. There is not much I found enjoyable this week. It was just mostly stressful and seemed to carry on for much longer than it should have. Between now and November 13th, I have to make as many bracelet things because I'm going to be participating in a craft fair. Oh, that's cool, Marissa. I've never actually done a craft fair like myself. My mom used to do craft fairs when I was younger. And she also did like farmers market with baked goods and stuff, but I've never myself actually participated in a craft fair. Should I lie? It was great. Uh, by the way, it's pronounced Leah. I apologize. I'll try and remember that for next time, Leah. The week went by fast to me. I am glad that it went by fast for you because if we were all having the same slow week, then I think we'd all be miserable because, yeah, not a good one. I'm nodding the Shark Alpha. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you're enjoying it. I haven't made that one actually since I made that video. That's the only version of that bracelet I made. And when I was still selling on Etsy, I actually sold it. So I don't even have it anymore. I'm trying to remember. I want to say it was sent to Ontario or Quebec, but I could be wrong. I am knitting right now. Me too, friend. What are you knitting? It's okay, or Lily. My nickname is Lily. This week was so slow, right? Oh my gosh. I don't know what it was about this week. This whole week is like I've been having trouble sleeping. I've been having just trouble finding motivation. And I don't know what it is because, like, last week I was amped up and like ready to go. And then this week I've just been like, why? On like everything. And I really don't know why. I've been like procrastinating hard, not sleeping well. It's probably some planetary movement or something. Yeah. Same. Yeah. Right? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the change in season because I'm thinking like it's getting really, really cold this last couple and last couple weeks. And I'm thinking it's just like that shift. We're getting to the point now where it's getting like I'm waking up in the morning to go to work and it's pitch black out and I'm coming back and it's like I'm fairly far north, so we reach a point in the year where it's like I leave to go to work and it's dark and I leave to go home and the sun's already setting and that gets depressing really quickly. I was making bracelets for classmates for 3 weeks, but I'm finally done. Were you volunteering to do that or were they begging you to do it? Because let me tell you, I used to have classmates ask me the all the time for bracelets, and that got old really, really fast. Because people just started to like expect things. If I brought knitting, they'd expect me to knit them something. If I brought crochet, they'd expect me to crochet them something and just give it to them. So I hope that you are volunteering to do that and it's not just something you feel obligated to do. Artists call that art block. Yeah, except for I was like sitting on the couch and like still crafting, but like I didn't really have motivation to do any of the things that I should have been doing, like cleaning or recording or editing. And it was like stupid because it's like the video's already filmed. It was just the thought of editing it was making me want to just roll on the floor, but even work related, just everything wasn't even art related. But yeah, same thing. You get art block, writer's block, just creative blocks in general. Haley, I'm a big fan. Thank you, Haley. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you enjoy my content too, because there's some times where I question myself, you know? I am tired too. I have so much concealer under my eyes right now. It's not even funny. I have drank so much caffeine today to try and stay awake and just keep going. And the worst part is that I am at a stress point where I'm revenge bedtime procrastinating. And if you know what that is, it's basically you have like a high stress day. And then as a result of that, you feel like you've had no time for yourself. So you try to reclaim part of the day for yourself, even at a detriment to yourself. So essentially, I've been staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning every night this week and then going into work for like 9. And it's like I'll continue to do it because I feel like I haven't had enough time in the day to like wind down. It sucks. That's me every time I need to edit, right? Honestly, it's not every time I need to edit, but especially on bigger videos and stuff, it tends to be. This video, I shouldn't even be a difficult video to edit. I'm halfway through it already. But yeah, I don't know. Just something about the week. Yeah, that'd be me right now, right? Oh my gosh. Zaria, my mom, I assume that's supposed to say teached me how to crochet and get, but now I finally got it because I used to get mad because I couldn't do it, but it took time. Yeah, some of those crafts definitely take time. Like crochet, even just how I was taught, like I was taught how to make a chain and then I was taught how to make like a granny square and that was pretty much it. Everything else I learned from like the internet or books, but I found actually having like an old school written direction with like picture diagrams was what helped me. But to each their own. Some people just listening or seeing someone else do it, that's what does it. What is your Insta? I tried to search up your name, but random people came up. It's Meg Makes Crafts, like MEGMAKES Meg Makes Crafts. And yeah, if you just searched my name, you might have actually found my personal private account, which I don't think any of you have tried to, but a bunch of people have been requesting to have me add them as friends on my personal account. And I hope I haven't offended anyone, but I generally decline people on that account if I don't personally know them, just because I'm generally posting information about like my family and like just stuff like where I live and stuff. So I try to, protect myself and my family as much as possible. It gives me motivation to work on bracelets, which then helps me with less stress. That's awesome. I'm glad you like my content for that, because that's why I wanted to share crafts in the first place, because I find it relaxing to like sit and do this sort of thing, or bracelets. Like I just find that's kind of my zone out calm spot. And there's some days where it's just I don't have enough patience to do it, but I definitely agree. And that's why I wanted to share it, because I feel like there's so many people who don't have access to like that crafty knowledge. And so much of it is like passed down person to person that I just wanted to share it with other people because I have the knowledge, Oh, what are you knitting today? Nothing exciting. I'm trying to use up a bunch of wool I have because so many people give me wool. And this was one that I was given, but it's cotton, but it's not really a colorway that I'd wear as like a shirt. So I'm just been knitting like a bajillion dishcloths. Nothing exciting. Good night. Good night, Zaria. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have a great weekend and a good Friday night. Michelle, you followed. Okay, you found it. Perfect. Yeah, it's just Meg Makes Crafts. I think that's actually the URL for this YouTube. Like the quick URL is like youtube.com/Meg Makes Crafts, but I don't even remember, to be honest. Have you ever sold your bracelets? I did once upon a time. Like when I was in school, I did. And I did sell on Etsy for a little bit. But the problem with selling on Etsy now is that, like, as a kid in high school or grade school, when you sell, it's like you're pricing based on not what minimum wage is and not how much time you put into something. You're pricing based on how much your supplies cost and how much people will likely be able to beg off of their parents. Let's be honest. I'd sell like alpha bracelets for like $5. And then you get, now with social media and everything being such a thing, you get so many people that kind of age that their parents open them an Etsy store with their PayPal account or whatever. And you get people who are trying to sell like alpha bracelets that should realistically, if you take into account like the time that's gone into it and everything, a bracelet that should be $20. When you factor in like your minimum wage and everything, people are selling for $5, and you can't really compete with that. And for the amount of time it takes for something to make something, it's just not really worth it. So I don't really sell anymore. Generally, I kind of collect them for a while, and then I'll give like handfuls of them away to someone I know will appreciate them, just because like I'm not going to wear them all. I'll keep the ones that I really like, but I don't really sell anymore because it's not worth it. Zaria, you too. Thank you. I hope to have a good weekend. I do hope that it'll be okay. I'm knitting a baby blanket for my best friend. Oh, that's awesome. You know what? I went through a phase where not knit, but I crocheted just baby blanket after baby blanket after baby blanket. And I was in like high school, so it wasn't like I knew anyone who needed them, but there was something soothing about it because I always did like granny square patterns. What color is it? Or are you doing a combo of colors? Mm-hmm. Whoa, that lighting. I assume you're talking about this like purple pink over here. That is that's actually my grow lights. So yeah, they're kind of like a purpley color, but I've got fish bowls over here that have like plants and stuff in them and actual plants that use the grow lights. So yeah, it's kind of this pink vibe over here. Hi, Maya. Hope you're having a good Friday. Thank you for joining us. It's chill now. Or was it the white balance? I was like busy looking at my knitting. Mon petit shoes. What time is it for you? It is currently like 8 o'clock. 4 minutes to 8 o'clock, to be exact. You should start a Patreon. I have thought about it. However, I feel like right now, for where I am with just life circumstances, committing myself to one video a week is all I feel like I can do right now. And I feel like for Patreon to be like for it to be reasonable for me to ask for money from anyone, I feel like I should give something in return. And I just don't feel like I have the time or energy right now to commit to more than just the one video I'm posting on YouTube a week and the one live stream like bi-weekly. So I've debated with it. I've also debated on using like YouTube memberships, but I don't know how I feel about that. Like I don't feel like to me that's not I don't I don't wanna say it's not cool because like I understand why people do it, but to me, my intent was never to start the channel and like make a bunch of money or ask for money. So I feel like I don't know, it kind of weirds me out a little bit if I'm being honest to like have a Patreon. I don't know, maybe I'll warm up to the idea more if I have like more time on my hands or something, but right now I don't feel like I can dedicate what needs to go to it, to be fair. I tried to knit and crochet, but I couldn't get the hang of it to keep up with it. You know what? If you were trying both, honestly, I find crochet a lot easier. And I would honestly recommend if you're like new, starting out with like a granny square pattern because it builds up really quick. It is really, really easy and you can make like squares with it. So you could do a lot of things with it, or you could just not crochet one giant square and have like baby blankets or even like larger blankets. They're definitely the easiest. So that's where I would start. Knitting, on the other hand, I feel like is a little more difficult. It has a higher like learning curve. Once you get it though, it's not that difficult. Cool. Hi. Hi, mon petit shoes. I don't know what your actual name is. So you're just my little shoes. Leah, yeah, it went crazy for a second, but it's chill now. Also pretty light. It was probably like white balance from me playing around with my knitting needles or the mug or something. But thanks. They cast a purple light over like everything. Someone has tagged the individual that I've removed from the chat. Every now and then, the last couple streams, I've gotten a couple. They're removed from the chat, so you guys won't have to see any of the stuff that they were inappropriate stuff they were getting at. So don't worry about that. You don't even have to engage with them. I try to stay on top of the chat completely. So thank you, but don't even worry about it. Don't even engage with them. Right now I'm making 56890, which is a dino pumpkin pattern. A dino pumpkin pattern? You have mentioned a pattern. That means I have to look it up. Will it be added to my to-dos? Maybe. there's 1,400 plus of them already. So let's see, 56890. Oh, this one. I have seen this pattern before, and I think a few variations with like similar little dinos. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. I feel like there's a pattern with like not pumpkin dinos, but like normal dimos. It's been a day, folks. Isn't there a pattern that's got multiple dinosaurs similar to this in like all different colors? I feel like there is. Like this looks very familiar. Very, very familiar. I'm so happy you're posting once a week. Me too. Honestly, there was a period where I had got to the point where I was posting once a week, and then a lot of stuff started happening just in life in general, and it wasn't really possible. And now that I'm at a place where it is, I'd like to do it consistently and just dedicate myself to that one because I feel like it is a lot more reasonable than sometimes I'd plan out multiple videos in a week, and that just didn't make sense. I did not have the time or energy to do that. I sent you a picture on Instagram. I thought that might have been you. I saw the notification here. Let me see. And I saw it said Kevin M. And I was like, that is, I think, this friendo right here. Oh, cute. It's like, I'll show you guys. It's like cream and blue and green with a burlap baby yarn. That looks so cute. I think they'll enjoy it. I think. Very good job. And your stitches are like, they're looking very good. Very nice and even. Good job. JNN Travels, hello. Hello, friend. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great Friday. Could you do a knotting dangerously embroidering on a bracelet video? I have actually thought about that. That is on multiple of my brainstorming lists, actually. So I may do that. But then I was like, how much of a knotting dangerously is that? And I debated on it. I haven't decided. I'm thinking right now, actually, for the knot along, I posted a poll and it seems to be the pumpkin pattern is winning out. And there was an individual who did the pumpkin pattern with embroidery on it. And I don't know if I could make a full knotting dangerously on it, but I may try it on the knot along pattern that we're going to do this month. So I may try it there. We'll see. And if I encounter some issues, we may make a knotting dangerously out of it. But I've never actually done it before. So it has been a thought that I've had as well. My little shoes says their real name is Poppy. Hello, Poppy. I'll stop calling you my little shoes and call you Poppy. Lloyd says, I was here last time and I finished the Fire Elmo Alpha I was working on then. I remember you mentioning that, actually. That's awesome. Are you working on a new pattern? Or the way you phrase that, it almost makes me wonder if you're doing a second one. But are you working on another pattern? Leah says, oh, you got two patterns here. Let's take a look. Let us take a look. Okay, so Leah says 54805 is one that they're working on. What pattern is this? Ooh, spooky eyes. You know what? I feel like I used to have this in my to-dos, but I think I removed it. This looks really, really familiar. Or it could just be that I've been on Bracelet Book for so long that I just recognize a lot of the patterns. There was another one there. 101015. 101015. What is this one? Genshin Impact. This looks like a logo. I don't know what that is for. It does look like, I feel like, is this in the full logo? Is this like filigree? I feel like it's a very interesting logo. That'll be cool though. Are you doing that one as a keychain? Just out of curiosity. On bracelet book. I figured that's where I always look first. So unless someone specifies otherwise, if you are dropping a pattern number in the chat or the comments or a DM, that is always where I'm going to check first. So if you mean a pattern number somewhere else, you got to specify that. 62871 is the dinosaur pattern. 62871. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. That is the one. Very similar. Not quite the same dino. I don't know why I'm putting my hand behind this, like it's going to focus on my screen any better. The phone's big enough. Very similar to that other dino. Not quite the same, though, I don't think. It's harder than it seems because the bracelet is thick. Oh, this one. Yeah, because it's actually like a chonky full bracelet. Yeah. But I mean, I'm pretty sure the dinosaur is actually the same size. It's just the pattern is like rotated. Either way, both of those patterns are very cute with the dinosaurs. I didn't see the poll. What's the pattern? The poll is still live on my community tab, and it is a pumpkin pattern because last year we did a knot along. Excuse me. And a bunch of you guys said in the chat that you enjoyed it and you would like to do another one. So we're going to do another one. And the pattern that is leading right now is this one. Just nice autumnal pumpkin. Can't go wrong with it. But there's an individual who posted a photo on here. Who is it? Who is it? Is this the one? Oh, that's not the one. And it looks really good with the stitching on it. So that could be Red Hot 3659. Their photo on this. They did like embroidery. It's probably hard to tell, but they did embroidery on like the outside of the leaves and stuff and the stem. That looked really cool. So we may incorporate that into the knot along. I want to do the Fire Elmo one again. Really? You know what? There's so many patterns that I'm like, you know what? I would make this again. And then I just never come back to it because I've got so many to-dos. It's not even funny. Like, what's it look like? Obviously, you posted that. You made that comment before I showed you. Haven't got the motivation to start again, though. Rip. That is my mood this entire week. Not even going to lie. Michelle says, bye. Have an awesome weekend. See you next week. Are you doing a live next week? I won't be doing a live next week. I do them bi-weekly just because of the schedule that my daughter is on. And when my daughter is here, she would just be here like, mom, 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 mom. And there'd be like Peppa Pig in the background. So not really a good environment to do a live stream. So I do it every other week when she's at her dad's house. So we'll do it not next week, but the week after will be the next live stream. So have a good weekend. Have a good night. And thank you for joining us. Genshin Impact. Fun game. And someone else says that it's a mobile game. What? And then someone else says, yeah, it's a game. I'm making it a bookmark. Okay, so obviously a lot of you guys play this. Like, what's the premise of this game? I suck at video games, so like I probably won't play it, but I'm intrigued now, you know? Like I am horrible at video games. I grew up and we didn't have cable or internet. So like I spent a lot of time outside and not really on like gaming consoles or anything. So I'm good at like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley and like The Sims, things that don't actually have a challenge to them. You probably got notified from the post I just made because I tagged you in the caption. I have a bunch of notifications that have been showing up on my phone here. I do see you. I do. You have screenshotted me in the background. And that's a very cute. Is that sparkly thread in there? Or is that just the way the light is like hitting? Very cute though. Very cute. I meant like embroidering is hard when done on a bracelet. I have never done it before. So I don't know how, like in my head, I feel like it can't be that much different than like cross stitching. Like you would stitch into the holes in between the knots, would you not? I don't know. I've never done it. Leah says to Michelle, it's also a computer game. My brother is calling again. Last week we did a live stream. He called while I was starting. Like I literally hit live and then he called. So I need to text my brother and tell him I'm not ignoring him. I'm doing a live stream. I'll call you in a bit. Okay. Because like I didn't call him after the last one because I'm a horrible person, but you know. Where were we? I left most of my strings back home, so I only have Elmo colored strings. Oh no. I could just make fire, but not as into it. Yeah, if you've got like I'm trying to think that pattern has what? It has black for the background, assuming you did the pattern colors. It has black for the background, white for Elmo's eyes, red for Elmo, and orange in the flames, right? Maybe you could do something with like autumn leaves or something with that like same like the red and stuff, the red and the orange. Maybe you could do something that way. It's an anime game that fights bosses and gains characters. Okay. All right. So it's a game that I would absolutely suck at. Not my cup of tea, but it seems a lot of people are into it. Like 3 or 4 of you knew what it was right away. And then Lloyd says, I played Genshin Impact a lot for a month or so. It has open world and I really like the exploration aspect. No clue what's going on with the story. Fair enough. That generally ends up anything that's kind of open world or like it vaguely gives you like a challenge and then it just kind of doesn't guide you through it. Like I always get lost in the world somewhere and have no idea what's going on. That is my nail polish. There is no sparkly thread in the bracelet. Okay. Like fair. I wasn't sure. It looked like there was a sparkle on the bracelet and I was like, it only seems to be in that one spot. So what is your daughter being for Halloween? We got her an Anna dress. She'll be not even 3. So I think we're only going to go visit maybe 1 or 2 houses. But my friend actually picked her up a Anna dress from a store when she was in Calgary. And she loves it. She thinks it's so pretty. So that's going to be what she is for Halloween. Leah says, I personally don't play it. I watch other people play it. I'm going to head out, going to watch some Twitch. Fair enough. I watch other people play games sometimes too. Like The Last of Us. I watch that as like a movie sometimes. Like I know that's like horrible, but enjoy some Twitch streaming and thank you for joining us here. I hope you have a fabulous night and a great weekend. Lloyd says I have black, white, red, orange, and yellow, but the shades are unfortunately very fiery. So any autumn patterns wouldn't work since the colors are so bold. I mean, maybe. I feel like with the black instead of like brown, it might be a little extra, but I feel like you could make it work if you wanted to. If you don't want to, then you know. I'm trying to think of what else would have those colors in it. Black, white, red, orange, and yellow. Let me visit my to-dos and see if I have any suggestions for you, friend. You could do like a normal bracelet with those colors. Like it doesn't have to be an alpha. You could get some cool things. Or if you're doing black and red, you can do, I actually just did this pattern. It's just like a 2-tone alpha with like little bats on it. And it's supposed to be like little crescent moons, but you could use bright red with that. I did. See, this is the only bracelet I've got on right now. We could do a color with that. I sent you another picture. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Oh, cute. You did a shaped pumpkin bracelet. See? That's very cute. I haven't got into the shaped patterns like that. Honestly, I made a shaped circle bracelet once to learn the concept. And then the only shaped bracelets I made were the fancy shaped bracelets that I did a tutorial for. Black and red could be good for something because high contrast. Same as black and orange though, because it's like Halloween. I'm sure you could find some Halloween patterns that have just black and orange, like the shaped alpha that Kevin just sent me. That would work for you. It's just something simple. It doesn't have to be super complicated. Just keep your hands busy. Oh, that's cool. I might do that. Yeah, that's actually, this bracelet's going to be in this week's video when I sign off and edit it and upload it. I'll probably post that either later tonight or I might set it to post tomorrow morning. Just because I feel like y'all will be sick of me after sitting here in a live stream. Wow, that bracelet looks so cool. Are you talking about this one or Kevin's bracelet? I think they're both really cool. I know those shaped bracelets are so popular and I don't know what it is. I haven't done them. I don't do a lot of shaped bracelets, to be honest. I don't know why either. I do them, honestly, I pretty much do shaped bracelets when they're requested, and that's about it. Once in a while. Oh my gosh. Oh, someone's doing burnouts in the parking lot. I was like, what is ripping and roaring in the background here? Yeah, it's a vehicle shredding up their tires in the parking lot. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that because that's like a popular thing here. A lot of people will do burnouts and stuff in the parking lots with their giant trucks. And sometimes I'll come down my road and there's like a park just around the corner from me. And I'll come in and there's literally just like smoke. And you just smell burnt rubber. And I'm like, why? 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 Yours, but they both are. Thank you. I'll watch your video on how to do two-tone alpha later. Haven't done it before. Actually, the video that I'm working on is going to cover it in a bit of better quality. So that'll be the video that actually goes up this week because I had some people asking questions about like techniques and stuff, and they weren't sure like color changes and everything. So I'm actually going to be starting an alpha guidebook where I just go through all the things I know about alphas because alphas are my favorite. So I couldn't hear it in the live. Okay, good, because I could. I love using a fire color scheme on my bracelets. Honestly, I have done like the red, orange, and yellow gradient so much. That's just a fun, bright, like energetic color pattern, I think. Burning tires sounds like an expensive hobby. It is. I live in an oil city though. So a lot of people here have money that they seem to not care to burn. Can't relate, but yeah, there's a lot of that. They take their big jacked up trucks and they just rip in circles like idiots. I don't know what's like. It's not something that I particularly condone, you know? Oh wow, fantastic timing. Thank you. I assume you mean about the fire color schemes and the red, orange, and yellow and stuff. Yeah, there's lots of cool. I always do, even just like chevrons. I do that color palette all the time. And if you have white, honestly, the Métis color palette is really good. If you've got black, red, white, and yellow, they look so good together. And obviously, like orange will look good in there as well. But just I love doing the red, white, black, and yellow. I think that looks so clean. It is like the Métis colors, but I do think it's very, very pretty. I've done a few bracelets in that color palette. What are your guys' favorite color palettes to work in? Like, do you prefer reds and stuff, or I love working with honestly, I love working with a bunch of stuff. It depends on my mood. I'm very much, I find, a person that's influenced, like, I want to say kind of energetically by color. Like there's just times in my life where I'm like, I feel like I need more like yellow in my life. And I'll like feel that absolutely compelled to make something that's like got yellow or whatever color it is I'm feeling. Lately it's been purple. There's been something about purple that has been like just hit me in the feels lately. I don't know. I've just been loving it. I love warm colors, especially blues and greens. Blues and greens are cool colors, aren't they? Either way, I love blues and greens too. Wait, literally as soon as I said that, wait, no, those are cool colors. I'll rip. Ah, that's amazing. Great minds think. It was like both of us were like, wait a minute. Same. Yeah, I love my favorite. I think I've said it before in stream, but my favorite color is like dark green. Like, mm. There's just something so like, I love it. Like this dark green, like, yes. I prefer pink, blue, and purple. Honestly, I do so many color combinations with those two. I find blue and purple go together really good. Like if you get a dark purple with a dark blue, like a more of a turquoise blue, and then a white, like I love that color palette too. I think that looks so clean. Browns, greens, and navy blues. I feel like that's what I lean towards when I'm looking for more of a like earthy vibe. Like if I find a pattern that's really giving me like down to nature vibes, I enjoy that too. Browns and greens, navy blues. I like cool colors too. I think a lot of people do. Isn't blue like one of the most popular like favorite colors? I feel like I heard that somewhere. I don't know if it's true though. Fire, neon, rainbow, nature, or black two-tone color schemes are my go-to. Yes, I have a color combination that I do all the time that I call like my Skittles color combination. And I don't even I think it's a little more in line with Starburst. I literally had a bracelet started in this color palette and I thought it was on the table here, but oh, wait, it is. It's taped to the side of the table. That's like, these aren't quite the colors I normally use, but like, and this lighting is not doing this any justice. This looks so dull. Oh my gosh. But like bright orange, bright green, bright purple, bright blue, bright yellow. I call that my Skittles combination. I think it's more like in line with Starburst, but it's a fun one. I'm slouching so bad. I like leaned that far down in the frame. I'm just using any color that looks good together. And sometimes I like to experiment with colors. I tend to try and do like the same. And sometimes I just find the same colors I use all the time get boring. So sometimes I'll go onto like color lovers and stuff like that, or I'll just like search color palettes and I'll try and work with whatever shows up there. And sometimes it gives you some really unique color schemes and stuff. And it's fun to experiment. I've experimented sometimes and it's not turned out so great, but a lot of times you end up finding a combination you didn't think would look good together. I also like dark orange and rust colors, especially in the fall. Yes, that's like cozy fall vibes. Peak cozy fall vibes. I looked it up and blue is the top favorite color, followed by red and green. Okay. I was pretty sure blue was up there. I wasn't sure where green was, but I was pretty sure that blue I had heard was the like top favorite color. It's not surprising though, because there's just such a, I don't know. Blue is a very soothing color, so I feel like a lot of people like it, probably subconsciously for that reason. My first chevron was that color scheme, the like Skittles color scheme. Honestly, I made so many bracelets in that color scheme and very similar that I think it's a really great, just fun, bright, kind of summery vibe. I really enjoy it. Hello, I just saw this on your IG stories. I'm relieved to see you're still on. I'm going to catch the replay later. Hello, Amanda. I have made a video inspired by your comment on one of my polls I posted. That'll be coming out this week. About the ancient, mysterious, two-tone clean back alpha. I laughed so hard when I read that post, you don't even know. It also made me feel extremely old. But hello, I hope you're having a good Friday. Join us. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on because my throat is starting to get dry. And I've only got like 2 mouthfuls of my chamomile left here. Yay, yeah. It's exciting. I've been procrastinating editing it. But yeah. That's a thing I'm going to go through from like the beginning of alphas all the way through techniques and everything so that I cover all the questions I get asked all the time. So we'll start it with the OG, which is actually what you're talking about, the original method for tying alphas. So I know you had said you can't find that on YouTube, but if you searched how to knot an alpha and then filtered from like oldest to newest, you would probably find the technique. Mind, the quality would probably be extremely poor, but you could probably find it that way. Oh my God, your hair, you changed it again. I did. It's brown now. Because like I really liked that purpley pink magenta color. However, it was starting to fade out in the roots and my hair was growing out. So I had my brown roots and then like blonde. And then because I had like a side cut over here, I'm starting to grow it out. And it was like roots, partially grown out hair, blonde, the whole 9 yards over here. And it was just, I was like, there's too much going on my head right now. So I just opted to dye it out to brown. So then when my roots grow in, it won't be nearly as noticeable. And at least until this side cut is like grown out. Right now, it's like that awkward flippy length that I can't really do anything with. And then I went and got a haircut too because there was just too much going on my head. Is your hair still pink or is it the lighting? It's my grow lights. Like if I grab this lamp, you could see it's brown. That's just my plant lights. And I want them to get their allotted time of sunshine a day to grow and flourish in my house. But yeah, it is just the lighting. I dyed over it. So this is almost my natural color. This is a little darker than my natural color just because I needed something to cover that pink because I definitely didn't strip that out before I did this. But I did really like the pink, so I would like to go back to it again some other time. I sent another picture. Kevin be sending all the pictures today. Oh, look at your little collection. You know what? I haven't made most of these patterns, I don't think. Maybe I have. What's the best way to show this? Maybe this way. I think I maybe have a bajillion years ago. And by a bajillion, I mean like maybe 7 years ago. Made one similar to this. But I don't, like I've made this because this looks like a fishbone. But I don't think I've made this or this or this or this one, to be honest. And I haven't made, is that a sunflower chain at the end? I haven't made the sunflower chain before either. Look at that, guys. Cute, cute, cute. I love seeing people's bracelets collections. And I love when people aren't afraid to show their progress. Like if you look at someone's collection and you see like some bracelets that are like, you know, not perfect. I love seeing that progression of someone just getting better. It makes me like just so happy in my soul. I somehow didn't notice the hair change. You know what? A lot of people haven't. And I think it's because it's a natural color and it's almost my natural color. So it doesn't look out of place. Well, like pink is like one that you're like, whoa, that's pink. Or whoa, that's blue. But the brown, a lot of people, even like my close friends that I see every day, it took them like a solid couple hours to be like, oh my gosh, your hair is brown. Some of them. I'm like, yeah, yeah. So I'm not offended. I didn't even notice that your hair changed either until it got brought up. Yeah. I think, like I said, it's because it's like my natural color. So it doesn't look like it's not supposed to be there, or it doesn't look as out of place. But yeah, I did dye it. I did cut it too, but I had to be at work really early this morning, so I wasn't going to style my hair. So it's just up in a ponytail. So guys don't get to see the full haircut, but I even got bangs now. I haven't had bangs in a long time. We'll see if I enjoy it or not, but so far, I have realized I need to invest in a better hair straightener because right now the one I have just wants to pull the hair out of my head when I try to like curl. First world problems, I know, but yeah, we'll see. If I like the bangs, I may regret it. I just got a cut yesterday, so give it a couple days. I may be here next time like, I hate my hair, but we'll see. Lots of hairstyles work on uneven hair lengths, apparently, or so I learned from another channel that covers historic period hairstyles. Her name is Morgan Donner. I don't think I've seen her channel before. There's another girl who does a lot of like period hairstyles and just like period dress and stuff in general. And what is her name? It starts with an L. If I remember correctly, it starts with an L. I can't remember her name, but Morgan Donner isn't ringing a bell. Maybe I'll have to check her out. I found a black and white pattern with just one tiny ghost that's really cute. I'll do it as I wait for your new Alpha video. See, there's lots of stuff you could do without going like full flames or full burning Elmo. That's awesome though. I love this time of year because I love just the Halloween aesthetic, to be honest. Just like that kind of gothic-y, witchy vibe. I love it. I live for it. And then I love Christmas too. But then like I'm always hesitant to make bracelets that are like holiday themed because up until like recently I've always been like I want to wear it until it falls off. But like you can't really wear a Christmas bracelet in the middle of summer and not be looked at funny, you know? But yeah, we've hit the hour mark now. Do you guys want to keep streaming or are you guys streamed out? Because I'm willing to go for a little bit longer if you guys want to. But I know last time I feel like it was a little bit long for just kind of like a chat, hangout and chat video. More Instagram notifications. Do you guys this person has sent me a picture of their collection and asked for it to be kept a secret. Very wicked collection, though. Oh my gosh. I love it. Keep going. Stream longer. I love hanging out, and I'm just starting to gnaw. I got here recently, so I'm down to continue. Perfect. We will continue then for a little while. Not sure if we'll do 2 hours or maybe we'll just do like another half hour or so. Today's my B-day and you're on live. How awesome is that? Hello, Loretta, and happy birthday. I hope you're having a really, really great day. Are you doing anything special for your birthday? I feel like we've been hitting a lot of birthdays on the live stream. Last week we had a couple people with birthdays. And then this week you've got a birthday. Does anyone else have a birthday this weekend? If you're done, then you definitely don't have to keep going. Oh, no. I'm just chilling and vibing. I just don't want to bore people. And I'm okay to keep going for a little bit longer. This is like wind down. Like this is relaxing to me right now. This is the first time today that I haven't felt completely stressed out. So I'm cool to go for a while longer. Probably not for too much longer. I'm going to go to bed soon since I'm getting more tired. I'll probably go for maybe like 25 more minutes, 20, 25 more minutes. I feel like that's probably a good mark because last time we did like an hour 55 and I noticed like people were starting to sign off. Like that was just too long for just a chatty video. So yeah, maybe we'll go because so many people were joined us a little bit later. We'll go for maybe like 20 minutes more. So we can all hang out, wind down on a Friday evening, you know. Loretta says thank you. You're very welcome. I see you all over, so all over the comments, all over the chat, all the time. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. What is that from? I feel like that's in a movie. Anyways, just had ice cream cake and chillin'. Friendo. That is my favorite food right there. Literally, ice cream cake is my favorite food. And I think I'm gearing my daughter up to be an ice cream lover as well. Because I'll go like pick her up from daycare and she'll just be like, ice cream? And I'm like, yeah, ice cream. And then there'll be mornings. My daughter has gotten up in the morning some days and we've been going out the door. It's like 6 a.m. and I'm getting her ready to take her to daycare so I can go to work. And she wakes up and Mama, ice cream. And I'm like, you're definitely my child. I'm using neon embroidery thread to embroider lines and shapes on the edges of a black shirt right now. Ooh, that'll look cool. That will look very cool. Now, what kind of neon? I guess if you're actually embroidering, it doesn't matter. But the neon string that I have is like satiny. But I know there's a brand out there that does like not polyester satin thread in neon colors like DMC does. Or maybe DMC does other neons and I just haven't lucked out in finding it the very rare times that I've actually been in the store. What am I making? I'm just making a dishcloth. I've got so much yarn in my stash. I really want to clear some out and get some that I would like some better quality stuff to make maybe more garments and stuff. I'm kind of feeling that. So someone gave me a giant ball of cotton yarn. And I'm just making a bunch of dishcloths with it because it's not really like a colorway that I would wear per se. So I'm just trying to use it up and clear it out. And, you know, adulting, who can't use dishcloths, right? Have you gotten far with your crochet since the beginning of I almost said scream. Oh my gosh. Stream. I'm knitting today. So I haven't been crocheting today. I do have a couple crochet projects on the go. I do have a tapestry on the go and a sweater on the go. But I haven't really sat and worked on them in a little while. I've just been kind of jumping from craft to craft. So, and I've done a few rows on this, but I also set it down for a little bit. So I haven't got a ton done. I'm always on here because you are so awesome. Oh, thank you. You're awesome too. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Valid. Smart girl. I assume you mean my daughter and ice cream. Yes, I agree. I agree very much. Ice cream is the best. Yes. Ice cream cake is my favorite food, followed by ice cream. Logical, right? Your daughter sounds adorable. She is. She's 2 right now. So there's like times where she's definitely like the terrible twos vibes is there. But then there's days where she is like hilarious. And I'm like, you're the cutest little thing alive. I'm using Prism embroidery floss. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, I know there's a brand that does like not polyester finish neon embroidery thread, but I always seem to only be able to find the polyester stuff from DMC that's like slippery and doesn't hold a knot very well, and it's a miserable, miserable time. Ice cream cake is awesome. That is the kind of cake I usually get for my birthday cake. Same. Because how do you go back to normal cake after you've had ice cream cake? Like, it's just not the same. It just doesn't hit the same. J&P Coats has good neon thread. You know what? I used to be able to get J&P Coats here in town in singles, and they were really good. They didn't have any neon colors, but now the store that was selling that has replaced it with DMC singles. So, and they don't even have like J&P Coats, like packs. So I haven't seen J&P Coats actually in a while now. Loretta says, me too, Marissa, in reference to the birthday cake, because like ice cream cake where it's at. I like J&P Coats paws. Yeah, J&P Coats. I definitely like their stuff, especially like when I had access to it. I just haven't been able to find it locally recently. I'm sure if I went into the big city, I could probably find it, but I've been using loops and threads, and I've had people been picking that up for me when they go into the city. My favorite ice cream cake is from DQ, says Marissa. And yes, it's that layer of chocolate crumble in the middle that just makes it. Am I right or am I right? Yes, I meant her, but hey, you are smart too because she learned it from you. The amount of times I've had ice cream for breakfast is questionable. But yeah, she is very, very smart and very funny. Like, and she's at this point where if she realizes she's getting in trouble, she'll try and distract you. So the one day I came out of the bathroom and she had opened my baking cupboard and pulled all of the, like, you know, those sugar sprinkles, like it's like colored sugar that you like sprinkle on top of stuff on like cakes and stuff. She had found a container of it and dumped them all on the floor. I came out of the bathroom. She jumped and ran to the cupboard and like and threw them in there and slammed it like I wouldn't realize that the only way they possibly got on the floor was her. And then I'm like, what did you do? And she runs to the door and is like looking out the window. She's like, look, truck. I'm like, oh, no. No, you gotta help me clean this up. Do you have TikTok? I do. I have an account, but like I don't post on it. I think I got like 2 stupid little videos on there, but not like bracelet related or anything. It is Meg Makes Crafts, but I don't post on there. I don't even have TikTok on my phone right now. I know it's hard because it's so good. I assume you mean the ice cream cake because yes. Oh my god, when I was little, I asked my dad to make my stuffed animal and me an ice cream cake, and then I didn't like it. I feel so bad. Oh. Like homemade? I've never made like a homemade ice cream cake. I've seen a few tutorials and stuff, but I have never tried it. I got my ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. I feel like I'm trying to think of like in Canada. I don't think unless you're going to like I guess Marble Slab does too, but I was gonna say like where else sells ice cream cake? But I guess most of the like even the private little creameries and stuff do small ice cream cakes and stuff. Yes, that's my favorite part of it. The chocolate fillings where it's at. Loops and Threads brand is good brand. It hasn't snapped on me yet. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very matte finish. That's kind of the only thing I don't really like about it. But so far as like sturdy and stuff, it definitely gets the job done for sure. And it's not as there was a pack of what was it called? It was like Friendship Forever or something that I got from Walmart, and that stuff filled up like no tomorrow. I sent another picture. Oh my gosh. So many people are blowing up here. Oh, Kevin has sent his rainbow loom pictures now. Oh my gosh, you have so many of them. Holy smokes. Look at that, guys. So many of them. That's so cool. Some of these I would have no clue how to do. I didn't spend a lot of time with Rainbow Loom. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, Loops and Threads is good, but my favorite is JMP Coats. You know what? I really liked the singles that I had, but I haven't had a pack of theirs in a long time. And I think the string that is in their packs is slightly different than their singles. Their singles were really glossy and like comparable to DMC and also like slightly cheaper. So, I really, really liked that thread, but a lot of people have told me the stuff that comes in packs is completely different. So now I'm like, I mean, is it? I haven't had my hands on it in too long. Yeah, homemade. My dad cooks a lot. I've never had homemade ice cream cake, but like also like you asked for it and then didn't like it. Oh, and your dad cooks a lot. That's awesome. You know what? When I grew up, my mom loved to cook, and that was not a passion that was passed down to me. I'm not a huge fan of cooking. I like baking because I have a massive sweet tooth, so I like the end product. But, eh, you know, Cosmo has been said to be comparable to DMC, but cheaper. I've never heard of that brand before. Maybe I'll have to try it out. Have you decided what pattern you are doing for the Not With Me? Right now, the poll is still up. So if you guys haven't voted, feel free to pop over to the community tab when we're done here or when you're ready to leave and put in a vote. But right now, I think like 50% of the poll votes are for the pumpkin pattern, which is, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, or not the name, sorry, the number. It is 105968 is currently in the lead, which is this one. So I think that is the one that we're probably going to end up doing by the looks of it, which is cool with me because it's just a nice autumnal pattern. And I'm thinking we may do some embroidery on it. We'll see. Cosmo has been said to be comparable. I already read that one. Sorry. Have you tried DMC's thread ship collection? I have not yet. I want to try it. Has anyone in the chat tried it? Have any of you guys tried it? I'm wondering how it's different from the usual embroidery floss. That was my thought too. And the only thing I kind of noticed from the packs I saw is a more limited color selection. And I'm wondering if they have marketed it cheaper. So I'm not sure like if it's got a different finish or if it's lower quality thread or if it's just the exact same stuff. They've just tucked a popular selection into a package. But I do want to get down to the city probably in the next few weeks. I want to get down to the city and actually see if I can get a hold of it and do some Christmas shopping and stuff. Just because I don't want to drive the highway in the winter because that's yuck. But yeah, I haven't tried it. I never heard of Cosmo. I haven't either. I know you don't have Hobby Lobby in Canada, but they have a brand that is similar to Loops and Threads. Do you know the name of the brand? Because I know there was one I used to get all the time that was Iris? I think it might have been Iris. And I haven't seen that in eternity. And I used to find that at Michael's. But I haven't seen that since I was in like grade school, I don't think. Walmart here sells JMP coats in the pack. That is where I used to get my JMP coats, but they have switched out their singles for DMC, and all of their packs are that Friendship Forever stuff that I really didn't care for. Like it's okay for beginners, but it pills up really quick, and it's actually thicker than like DMC and loops and threads and stuff, so it doesn't play well with other string, which sucks for alphas. Homemade ice cream cake sounds good. It does. It really does. I'm the same with baking. I'll make brownies from the box because I'm here for the destination, not the journey. See, when it comes to baking, I will do the from scratch because I'm like, I want that extra scratch goodness when it comes to baked goods. But when it's like, oh, you need to make like chicken and vegetables, I'm like, eh. Don't get me wrong. I love eating real healthy food, like actual whole foods, and like I love eating food, but I hate cooking it. I hate cooking it so much. So much. Loretta, I don't know. I was so little, I don't remember what it tasted like. Fair enough. Fair enough. I haven't used any kind of DMC for years when they sold singles at Walmart, but now I usually get packs. I try to get packs too, but they only have that yuck thread at Walmart, and everywhere else just sells DMC singles in town. So I have to ask my coworkers who like go into the city on a semi-regular basis to pick me up packs at Michael's. Like, well, you said you live close to a Michael's, right? How about I send you money and you get me a string? Basically, how it goes. I think it's artiste on the packaging, but on the label on the floss itself, it says iris. You know what? I think I have used that thread before, but not in many, many years. Because I remember I used to have a bunch of iris, and I think I bought it in the pack at Walmart. But then Walmart changed their packs to Prism for a while, and now I think their packs are predominantly loops and threads. But I have used iris before, and I would say that from my memory, it is fairly comparable to like loops and threads. I sell them at Christmas market. I assume you're talking about your rainbow loom bracelets or all of your bracelets in general, Kevin? Because you have like a whole bracelet set up there. Very cool. I've thought about doing like a craft fair or something, but then I always get discouraged because I'm like, would people buy it for what it's actually worth? And then like, for the cost of a table at a craft fair here, I'm like, I would have to sell a lot to make it back, I think. Loretta says, I'm not a fan of cooking either. I feel like that's pretty popular. Recently, I've been trying to find any way to stop like being lazy about cooking because I just hate it. So I started doing like HelloFresh because everything's already planned out and the ingredients are all there, and like I don't have to go through the process of figuring out what to make. And I found that's helped a lot. I've been eating at home a lot more since I started that, but you still have to cook it. And I'm kind of like, there are still days where I'm like, I'm just not gonna do that. Hello, Alondra. Welcome. It's my birthday. You have a bracelet twin, a birthday twin in the chat. Loretta's birthday is today too. So happy birthday, Alondra, and happy birthday, Loretta. And Kevin, you sell all of them. That's awesome. Honestly, I love walking through craft fairs and stuff and just seeing what people make. I find it so like motivating and inspiring, and just I get so many ideas when I see that stuff. And I love buying like those handmade crafts and trinkets and stuff. I would rather give someone something like unique from a craft fair than buy them something kind of like generic from Walmart or whatever. And I think that's kind of why generally I make a lot of my friends and family and stuff handmade gifts, because I just feel like, is it not cooler to get like a one of a kind gift than something you see a bajillion times at Walmart, you know? With craft fairs, I'd just be really sad if no one bought anything. Same. And like when my mom did craft fairs, she always did well with them, but she used to do like she used to do them around Christmas and she used to do like decorative wreaths and like table arrangements and stuff for Christmas. And she used to do like a lot of decor stuff. So she used to be able to sell stuff for like $30, $40 and she'd make the money back fairly quickly for a table. But a table here, I think the last price I heard was like 130. And I try to think in like bracelets. I'm like, how many bracelets would you have to sell to make that back? And I just don't know that I would even be able to break even. You know what I mean? So I'm always like too nervous. And then also you have to have like, I feel like you should have a good, decent amount of inventory to even attempt a craft fair. And I just don't generally keep that much in my collection at once. Alondra says thanks. No problem. Michelle, I don't mind cooking. It's just the cleaning I hate. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. But if the food is good, then I don't mind the cleaning. It's just it's the act of cooking I really just don't enjoy. I love handmade gifts. I think that they seem more special to me. Right? And you know what kind of saddens me is I love handmade gifts too, but I'm generally like the crafty friend or the crafty individual. So most of the time, I'll get like craft supplies or I'll get like last year, I got multiple like pattern books and stuff, which I still absolutely enjoy. But one of my like favorite things that I've gotten recently is actually these earrings. And one of my friends at work made them. She started a little like business and I was like, "Oh, they're so cute. I want them." And I absolutely love them. And I also love like just the look that you see on people's faces when you're wearing the thing that they made or when they see that thing that they made like displayed at your house. Like my friend, I bought these from my friend and then I was wearing them at work the other day and the look on her face when she saw that I was wearing her earrings, she was like so happy and I was just like, "Oh, I love my friends. I love my friends and I love anything that they will make me." It doesn't even have to be good. I just love it. And I'm always the one that gives handmade gifts and I rarely get them in return. So when someone gives me something, even if it doesn't look good, I am absolutely over the moon because I know how much time went into it. It's also more personal with handmade gifts. Absolutely. Like I remember when I was in high school, one of the like little neighbor girls, I was trying to teach them how to make bracelets, and she made a candy stripe bracelet for me. And it was wonky. Like it was one of her first bracelets. Like there's a lot of colors popping out all over the place. But like I wore that thing until it like fell off. And I just like it meant so much to me that she took the time to like make that because I know that would have taken her a long, long time. But yeah, I love handmade gifts. I think it depends on the friend. Some people don't really appreciate or see the value of the bracelets even though they are handmade, I think. Um definitely. There's definitely people specifically with bracelets, there's definitely people who don't like them. And there's people that I wouldn't necessarily gift bracelets to, but I have been genuinely surprised with the amount of people who were actually super, super excited to get a bracelet. Like, my ex used to tell me that everyone used to make fun of him for wearing bracelets into work if I asked him to wear one of my bracelets. And then we work at the same place, so I took my bracelets into work, and it turns out that everyone was in love with the bracelets, and he just didn't want to wear it, so he lied to me. And it was actually really surprising. It's like a bunch of the guys at work even are walking around work still to this day with my bracelets on their wrists. And like all my friends at work have one of my bracelets because I brought the tin in and was like, here you go, not expecting anyone to like it. And then they all did. So I think sometimes even the people we don't think would like it, a lot of the times they actually do. And I've been surprised with the amount of people who do appreciate it. There's definitely some that don't, though, like my ex. I have to go. It's nighttime where I live, and I love your views so much. Well, thank you for joining us, Alondra. I'm glad that you came. We've been streaming for a while. It's nighttime here too. It's like 9 o'clock, so I think we're probably going to finish off here soon. But thank you for joining us. I hope you've had a good Friday and that you have a really, really great weekend. And hopefully you'll join us next time we live stream. Thanks so much for your live. I was feeling depressed before this, but then I made it to your live and I feel a lot better. Honestly, after today, I was borderline that point too, and you guys have made me feel so much better. So thank you for showing up and participating in the chat and everything. I enjoyed this so much. It just feels like a little friend group, like crafting and stuff. Kevin sent a heart emoji. Yes, all of your bracelets are very, very cute. So I hope you do well at your Christmas fairs and stuff. It is lovely to see people use the things we make for them, right? I love it. I still, to this day, when I see my friends at work with like my bracelets on, I'm like, oh, that's mine. I made it. And it's so cool. And Christmas, I bake cookies for people for Christmas. We used to do that. My mom used to do that all the time. I haven't made a lot of cookies generally because like most of my family lives on the other side of the country. So I don't really have many people that would eat them with me. And I don't really feel like eating multiple batches of cookies. So generally I'll make like, okay, I'm going to make chocolate chip cookies and that'll be like it. Or I'm going to make like sugar cookies and that'll be it. But I used to love baking all the different things at Christmas with my mom. I love getting bracelets from people for gifts, right? It's so fun. Anything, even like knit stuff, polymer clay, anything. I love it. One of my friends really liked my bracelets, but they let mold grow on it somehow. You know what that would be? That would be food and or grease that they didn't clean out of the bracelet once it got there. That would be what that is. 100%. They were not washing that bracelet. That's gross. But it reminds me of way, way back in the day when I worked at McDonald's. I remember I used to carry my non-slip shoes in a grocery bag. And I had brought them home from work one night. And then the next day we were leaving on vacation. And I forgot them in the bag. And when I came back from vacation, my shoes were covered in mold. And it was literally just the French fry grease. Just the French fry grease that had like percolated in the bag. That's disgusting, but I expect that's probably what it was. If it was mold, it's probably food or grease. My aunt made the best chocolate chip cookies when I was a kid. Yes. You know what? I like chocolate chip cookie dough better than chocolate chip cookies. I'm not even gonna lie. If you just give me that entire bowl of cookie dough, so good. Yeah, homemade throws and blankets are cool too. Yeah, I have a bunch of homemade blankets and I made a bunch for my daughter as well because you have to send like blankets and stuff with her to daycare. So she's got like a whole collection and I've got like 5 different hand crocheted blankets around my house or more. Someone did like the emoji with that moldy bracelet needs a dip in some serious washing detergent soap. Yeah, that's concerning. Like, how long were you wearing it? Obviously, I know it wasn't one of you guys. It was like one of your friends or whatever. How long were you wearing it and like not even getting it wet? Because like, I would think even if you had food particles on there, like I have never had that happen. And as we talked about earlier, like I've worn bracelets for like a year at a time and I have never had mold come up on a bracelet. So like that person had to have been wearing it and just like not even getting it wet. How? Like I don't understand. Yeah, I told them to put hand sanitizer on it whenever they sanitize their hands. Oof, I hate mold. Yeah. Yeah, they should definitely put I mean, the sanitizer, the alcohol and sanitizer will probably fade the bracelet fairly quickly. Now, I've definitely had bracelets get a musty smell, but I've never physically seen mold on them. Like, I definitely got like the not maybe not musty, but like wet dog smell. I've definitely got that before. But generally, I just scrub it with like my shower gel in the shower with my loofah, and then it's pretty good. Or I'll even, if you have like a Delicate's garment bag, if you take your bracelets off and throw them in there, you can wash them just in the washer with your regular clothes. I would just recommend putting them in like the mesh bag so that they don't drain or get caught in like the crevices and stuff of your washer or dryer. But that is like a go-to easy way to clean them as well. Cookie dough is delicious. I wholeheartedly agree. You guys are making me want to make chocolate chip cookies. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I would love to crochet or knit, but I can't. I've tried watching videos, but I cannot do the thing. Well, I have plans to do an easy crochet video coming up. Probably after the knot along, I'd like to do a series of things that can be simple things that can make homemade gifts, like DIY gifts. So I have a few ideas up my sleeve for things that are like knit and crochet related that are easy for beginners. So maybe you can do the thing. Have confidence, my friend. You are capable. You're just approaching it with the wrong item first. It's like reading. You don't like reading because you haven't found the right book yet. I am a firm believer in that. So feel like you could like it. You just have to find the right project first. I've worn bracelets for a long time also and never had a moldy bracelet. Yeah, literally the only thing I could think of, unless maybe your friend is taking it off of their wrist. So it's getting like food on it or whatever, and then it's not getting cleaned because they take it off. That, like, I don't generally take my bracelets off. So maybe that's the difference. I don't know. I've never heard of that before. I made my bestie a bracelet and she's worn it for a year now. It means a lot to me that she likes it and there's no mold. The new thing is going to be the moldy bracelet. Yeah, I love seeing people wear my bracelets and stuff to absolute filth. I love it when I see them and like they're still wearing it and it's so worn out and like the colors are completely different than when they started. And I'm like, that person genuinely appreciates the product and the time and the effort. And I just feel like I'm appreciated. You know? Marissa, I have to go bye. Okay, bye, friend. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for joining us. I enjoyed your company. And I hope you have a great, great weekend. I went and seen a tarot reader. She said something out of this world was going to happen to me. Today I got a job at Samsung as a security guard. I'm the guardian of the galaxy now. First of all, I love watching tarot readers on YouTube. That is like my new thing. I don't know why I've gotten so into it. I even bought a tarot deck. I want to learn how to like read tarot cards. So I actually have a tarot deck. Yes, it is sitting here because sometimes I like to just shuffle it and look at the art on the cards. Because this deck, first of all, do you guys see this hollow? If you're a Simply Nailogical fan, hello there. But like also the artwork on these cards is just so beautiful and like vibrant. Like, look at that. I'm just obsessed with the artwork on them, and I just find them very soothing to watch. I like watching The Hermit Tarot and Chloe Taylor and Vanessa Samina. Those are like the three that I've currently been watching regularly. I feel very relaxed when I watch them. And also, I have heard the Guardian of the Galaxy joke before, but I still think it's a good one. And Lloyd says, that's fantastic, Ted. Congrats. Yes, congrats on your new job. I don't think they could even take off the bracelet much, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know how they manage that unless they're not washing their hands, which is a whole other thing. Oh, I saw a friend wear the bracelet I made them 6 months later, and I was so happy. Right? There's just something about that that just makes you feel so good inside. The one thing that irritates me is how I made a bracelet for someone, then they gave it to someone else. No. But once I figured out why they gave it away, I was less upset about it. Why did they give it away? I feel like that's not cool. I don't think I've ever had anyone do that unless they've like taken the bracelet with the intent originally of giving it to someone. Like when I brought my like collection into work and was like, here guys, like rate it. There was people that were like, can I grab one for my wife? Can I grab one for my boyfriend? I had one of my coworkers was like, I'm taking this one for my future child. I'm like, Nicole, you don't even have like a child in your horizon. Like you have firmly said you're not having kids for a while. She's like, I'm keeping it until I have a child. And I was like, okay. Okay. No, that's annoying. Yeah. Why? I'm trying to think of a scenario that I might do that. And I feel like the only scenario would be like if a small child came up to me and like really, really loved it, then maybe I might, but I wouldn't leave my friend to figure it out on their own. I feel like I'd tell them. Maybe if it was really the wrong size. Yeah, if it like didn't fit, maybe I would give it to someone. I don't know though, because I feel like a friendship bracelet is a very personal gift, but their grandma had passed away and the bracelet I made, I guess, was Raider color football. So they gave it to their niece to remember their grandma. Okay, that's a decent reason. I feel like that's it. Okay. They get a pass. They get a pass. In my books, anyways. Yeah, I'd feel like, yeah. That's what I mean. Like something like that. Okay, but just giving it away to someone else, I feel like that's kind of rude. But in that instance, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's acceptable. Even if it was the wrong size, it could be used for a bookmark or holding keys. I agree. If someone gave it to me, like in that scenario, I could definitely, in that scenario, absolutely. Like that is the intent of a friendship bracelet, in my opinion, is to show friendship. It's to show support for someone, whether it's your friend supporting you in the projects you make or you just showing your friend that you appreciate them. To me, that gesture is right in line with friendship bracelets. Like passing that on to someone to remind them of their grandma and say like, hey, I'm here. I sympathize with you. And like my condolences. This is what I have to offer right now. And I hope it helps you. Like, I feel like that's right in line with friendship bracelets. But otherwise, that'd be some shady business, okay? Yeah. I can see why I can see why you gave it to them. Oh, okay, that's understandable. Yeah. Fair enough, Michelle. It's understandable. I would definitely agree. That is like the spirit of friendship bracelets. But if someone just took my friendship bracelet and was like, I don't want this and gave it to someone else, I'd be like, rude. Rude. Not okay. Last time I give you something. All right, guys. My throat is getting sore now, and that was my last sip of tea. So I think I'm going to sign out. My brother's ex threw away one of the bracelets I gave her, 0 out of 10. Yeah, my ex did that too and pretended that it fell off his wrist. And then I found it in the trash. So 0 out of 10 indeed. Anyways, guys, I think I am going to sign off for the night. Thank you for joining me, helping me wind down, de-stress this Friday night. I hope you guys all have a really, really great weekend. Happy birthday to our 2 birthday people. I hope that all your birthday wishes come true and you're having a really, really good time and enjoying the ice cream cake. Okay. So have a good weekend. Bye. Have a good weekend. And I'm about to finish the bracelet I started at the beginning of the stream. Yes, at least you got some crafting time in. I love your channel and your bracelets. Thank you, Kevin. Your bracelets are really lovely too. And I hope that your friends really like the baby blanket that you're making. Bye. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. Oh my God, you're still alive. I'm signing off right now. Thank you so much, Megan. I hope you have an awesome weekend and week. You two guys, mwah, thank you for joining me. And we'll see you not next week, but the week after. Okay? Bi-weekly. So until then, guys, bye.